I don't know why I even try to get us to like, you know, get ready for an intro when we literally start every episode with like the behind the scenes before the episode starts. We do it every time.
Yeah.
No, I said the word. We can't do it now.
I'll just censor it. I'll just censor it when I edit it.
Wait, so you're telling me if I go, you have to censor that?
Yeah,
Dude,
I have to censor.
don't say the N-word. What the heck?
Yeah, I
But no,
definitely
I
have
didn't
to
say
censor
that.
when you say the N-word like
Get
that.
played. Oh my god.
No, wait, what? No, no.
racist.
The thing
I
is,
didn't say that. I said
I'm
come.
censoring it, so no one's gonna know if you said it or not. I mean, it's your word against
can't believe
it's
it
your
was-
word against ours, and
Who
since
said
it's
that?
2 versus 1, everyone knows you just said the N-word and you're racist. So we're gonna have to ban you from the server after this episode. Stop whistling.
It's disgusting.
Okay, Vinny, are you ready to clap sync? Is everyone ready to clap sync?
Give me a minute. I'm gonna go close my door, and I'm making sure the heater's off so you don't get any ambient noise. You don't want the ambiance. And then I'm going to eat the ham that's been sitting on my desk for about 3 days. And then I think I might be ready. I might put on some cologne and just kind of get myself physically ready, because this is like a big thing we're about to dive into. And
Yeah, I'm gonna go slick back my hair.
Not just my body's ready, but I want my mind to be.
I'm gonna go put on a tie. This is a serious event.
Dude, what are you wearing? Some crappy sweatpants.
We're doing
underwear that barely fits.
this is the first podcast in over a month, and I am not gonna come here underdressed.
I must.
You guys, I'm completely
Not
naked,
gonna.
and I put on
I
my
gotta
beige
censor that.
bathrobe.
I gotta censor that too, guys. Dude, come on.
To the occasion.
Oh, dude,
And
what is
become
what is with
well-dressed.
you and just hating on one race, bro?
Yeah, I don't know why he keeps saying the N-word specifically, that word.
Okay, buddy. Oh, my flashlight keeps on flickering. I'll just throw on
I
my
mean,
white
realistically,
You know, I'm not into
You could-
cancel
you could
culture,
just
but I
mute
am
him.
gonna absolutely censor everything you say. Just every
You
time
could-
you,
you
open your
could mute
mouth,
him at
it's gonna be
other
a
parts.
prolonged beep.
you can mute him at other parts where it sounds like he's about to say the N-word, or the N-word would fit.
This is our theme song. The podcast is starting. This is the theme song. I hope Vinny likes it. I did not consult him. Hopefully this is good.
All right.
Wait,
All
where
right.
where
No
are
one
we
talk,
on the
no one
time?
talk,
Okay,
no
we're
one
on
talk.
5.5 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna wait till it's 5:30 on mine.
You guys ever talk about speedrunning?
I was just about to start the. Okay, fine. Welcome to What's This Podcast. We've been gone for a month. This is becoming a pattern. Shut up, Vinny. Just a fun fact I wanted to share. I do not recognize the sovereignty of the country of Portugal. They have not done anything important in almost 400 years. I think they should just be absorbed into Spain. I think they're useless.
Absorbed,
Annexed,
like
so to
those
speak.
big towels, like a bounty towel, annexed. It's sort of. It's been a while. I'm rusty. Okay. Give
Yeah,
me a
I
minute.
mean, we're not funny. We never have been funny.
No, I mean,
You know, I just had a great
I
idea.
keep-
We gave someone instructions before we started this. I wonder how long we can go without even mentioning it, and just see how long he follows along.
Yeah. yeah, of course. Yeah,
I don't know what to
he'll never
say
think,
from
you
here,
know what I mean?
but seriously, Portugal. The last time they did anything useful was when Christopher Columbus, discovered America, and then he just killed albeit accidentally and partially on purpose, 80% of the native population, and then Portugal just kind of bounced and didn't do anything important. So.
Yep, I know a lot about history too. Portugal did its thing with them, and then Columbus, he came.
All right,
and
we
then
need some help. We should address the elephant that
he went,
is in the room.
He had sword or no flintlock, and then he shot and took over. But
They did not have
he
flintlock
raped,
pistols.
He raped. He did rape. Okay, he raped. And then he go back. He's like, I'm from
probably.
America.
I mean, everyone kind of did
Or,
back then. It was
no,
just a thing. It's this was a
And
time. Remember,
then
this is a
that's how
time
you were
when you
born.
used to take your family to public executions to teach the kids a lesson. Like, see, don't be a criminal, or there might be a kid watching you.
Oh, I still do that.
Oh, really?
You can take him in Texas. You can just take him there, and you can watch some guy just get alcohol injected into his veins, and then just watch the life leave his soul. Your daughter's
I'm
crying
gonna have
until
to,
it just
Vinny. I'm gonna have
man
to
up.
ask you to turn down the gain on your mic because I can hear myself through your mic. And it's it's Supmonic. Oh, speaking of Supmonic, what a segue. That was an accident. We have
Yeah,
Supmonic
hello.
here. Look at him. Turn down your gain, Supmonic. It's gonna be a pain.
How do I do that?
I have no idea.
He has a poor boy mic. It's a headset mic. He can't turn on the gain.
Well, he can turn down the gain in.
I'll turn down the
No, I
recording
can't do
volume.
that. Just turn down my volume in Discord so that I'm not as loud, and Vinny's as well.
Yeah, turn him down. Turn him down from 200.
You have it at
Yours is at
200?
Rox is at 200. Yours is
I
at
used to.
200.
I had you at
Turn me
120
down
now.
because I can hear myself through you, and it's gonna be a pain to edit if I.
Your voice is just like
Alright.
silky smooth, my man. I don't
So
know.
Supmonic is the very deep-voiced person in our Discord. He is the one that makes us feel
So,
less manly because his voice
believe
is
it or
so
not,
much lower than ours.
Supmonic
No,
actually
no, no,
has
no,
a
no, no,
really,
no, no,
really
no,
high-pitched
no,
voice.
Wait. Don't divulge his age yet, okay?
Is it time?
Because when people
I'm
find
not.
out,
I'm
they're
not.
going to be surprised.
I'm not. No, what I'm saying is he has a really high-pitched voice, but when Corpse got popular, he just decided using this voice, and he won't stop, and it's kind of cringe.
Or maybe when Corpse got popular, it just sped up his processes, and he went through puberty.
Yeah,
and boom.
dude, the clock tick on the wall got turned up by like 1,000.
Balls instantly dropped to the floor.
And then this is what was produced.
No, his voice is like this because of allergies and
No, it's-
just hereditary issues.
I don't know why his
Well,
voice
we
is
can't
like this.
confirm
I think he has a
or
sore throat.
deny this statement. This is just a
If
theory.
he has a sore throat, he's had a sore throat for years, dude.
You haven't known him for years. You don't know what his voice was like
Yeah,
before.
you haven't even known me. You've known me for like...
Actually, I've known you for, dude. We go way back, bro. Remember college?
Remember college?
Yeah, bro. Remember bro,
Bro.
Jesus,
Bro,
bro?
dude,
Shotgun
bro,
and
you remember
brewskis.
Tiffany, bro? Bro, you remember Tiffany, bro? Dude, Tiffany was crazy, dude.
The
Tiffany
one
was
with
crazy,
the
dude.
fatty, bro.
The one with the fatty, bro. Oh, that's dude. She was, dude. She was a whore. She broke my
Yeah,
heart.
she really was. She was,
You know,
she had sex.
Supmonic has a superpower. I witnessed this on 2 separate occasions. One time I was just in a Discord call with him. I don't know what he was doing, but one thing he was doing was talking. He's very good at talking. He was talking for an hour and a
dude.
half straight. Never more than like maybe a 5-second break. My voice cracked. Ignore that. Like a 5-second break in between talking. And then another time we were playing CS:GO, me, Vinny, and Supmonic, and he was literally talking the entire time, even when people were talking over him and yelling at him. And he wasn't even. I don't understand, man. So we decided
Supmonic has
that
this ability.
we haven't
Oh,
done a
shit.
podcast in a month, and we need someone who can talk. So we brought this man.
Thank you for bringing me on here. It's much appreciated, really.
Yeah, I mean,
gonna- he's
honestly,
gonna-
you kept
okay,
begging,
okay,
and it
you
was
gotta-
getting kind of
See-
embarrassing. So
So I have a little thing to say. I'm a little scared every time Supmonic talks. It's just not gonna stop, and then it's just gonna.
same. I have the same feel. Like, yo, this is the time where it doesn't stop.
Because like Supmonic has this thing where he'll just keep talking, and it's not bad. Except then you try to interject, and then he just gets lost.
No, I am the conversation.
Oh no.
You're like, yeah, Supmonic, that's kind of cool, but and then he just keeps going, and then he just like he goes on for at least 10 minutes until he finally.
Yeah,
has to
you
take a
guys were
breather where you can finally
you were
chip
both
in.
doing it the other day when Vinny posted the patch notes for the
Oh.
Discord update that didn't exist.
Yeah. And then Donnie was getting mad. He was like, "Why do you guys sound so serious about this?"
Donnie was legitimately upset, which
He
is
was-
kind of cringe, honestly. Also, Donnie is another person on the server,
Anyway.
obviously. We have a
So,
lot of friends, and they're very cool.
Supmonic.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends. Except we had one friend, but then we just kicked him because he was sus.
He was an
Oh
imposter.
my God, sus.
Yeah, we actually,
He was
come
an
to think of it,
imposter.
we literally banned someone within the last half hour.
We voted him out.
We literally
That
did.
being said-
We literally voted him out. Well, I mean, the people in power, which would be me, Vinny, and Ian, essentially.
He was the
And
first guy to give this server emoji, and he was the second guy to ever be banned from the server.
Wait, second? Who was
he only really
first?
got banned.
Who was the first? Oh, that's right, Eli.
Elijah.
Yeah, the guy that
Yeah, but-
Ian Godbird blew up his house in Minecraft. Yeah,
That was funny, and then you got real mad.
yeah.
Okay, question though, Supmonic, do you watch movies?
I do. I'm not a very much avid
So-
movie watcher, but
Do you
I
remember
I
anything-
stick my feet
oh.
in the water.
That was okay. I was concerned he
Okay.
wasn't gonna stop.
So something weird here. Brock doesn't watch movies.
That's not
So it
true.
doesn't
I
make any sense
do
why-
watch movies, just not like you.
You watch like 3 movies, and they're usually probably like black and white westerns.
No,
Them
I've never
stop
heard of
motions
John
You,
are
you
on.
seem
The motion pictures.
you seem like the
man.
kind of guy who just sits back and watches old westerns.
no.
That's what you seem like, like.
No, he just watches
I
Pirates of the
knew.
Caribbean on repeat.
I'm one of the few people who have seen every single Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Every one of them.
It's a good movie.
Well, there's 5 of them. That's not
You know-
a good movie. There's 4, 5.
Good franchise. Calm down.
Yeah, it is.
That being
I
said,
like Captain Jack
Brock
Sparrow.
also. He loves Harry Potter. He's an avid Harry Potter watcher.
I've never seen a Harry Potter movie.
But that is a sin. That is
It's okay. I
black
didn't watch
magic. You're
it.
kidding.
I didn't watch it.
He's sending.
So
I don't remember
this is where
anything about the
your
Emoji
love
movie.
for-
I don't remember anything about
Did
the
you
Emoji
watch
movie.
it?
It was so bad. I don't remember anything about it.
Did you actually watch it?
No.
I remember.
I've never seen it, but
sat
I don't
down
remember
with my
anything about it other than it existed.
I feel like Submonic. Did you watch the Emoji Movie?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep on talking over you guys on accident, but
No, go
No, that's
ahead.
fine.
We
It's
don't
I
fine.
care.
did, in fact,
not gonna lie.
experience the tinnitus-inducing movie, the Emoji Movie. Now, the Emoji Movie, when it really came down to it, it was just your standard Disney, like
Was it- I think
it
it was
kept it in
Pixar,
like the
wasn't it?
shadows, but if you looked close enough, you could easily tell he was gonna be the plot twist villain, something just to get it through. It felt like
Was
you
it
were
the
trying to
angry- the
row
red
boat
angry
across the
emoji? Was
river
that
of
the villain?
movie. Except
Was
they
it-
used a motorboat instead, trying to end it as quickly as
Okay,
possible.
he's not listening.
No. Did you even watch the Emoji Movie, Submonic?
I did. It was about the.
Is it good?
Go through the exact same spiel again.
Was it good? Just hands down, 1 out of 10. Give it to me.
I would say probably like a 4 out of 10, just because
Yeah, that
the
seems about right.
person with the blue hat was kind of hot.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. No idea. Okay, no wait. I
No,
want
no,
to.
but
The
I wanna-
only real fans
Let's
will
have
get
a
this one.
Submonic. No wait. Let's have a Submonic age guessing competition 2021. Okay.
funny.
Vinny, guess Submonic's age.
Well, this is stupid. I thought you meant they're gonna guess it. I know his age.
Well, they already guessed.
he's-
They're
what are
they're gonna guess, but
I
like.
think you're getting pretty close to like what 32 now. I think.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm
just
gonna
turned
guess.
35
Actually,
last
I think
year.
he's quite a bit younger than that. He's
Really?
probably like
I
22.
thought you were. No, I mean I actually know his age. I thought you were 32. You're 35.
Wait,
Yeah.
You're an old man.
Oh.
I am.
Yeah, he's the oldest in the server. I met him in honestly we don't have a name. He was just the oldest guy there. You know what I mean? He
Oh,
was
that's
just
where we
chatting it up,
met him.
talking
Yeah,
to
I was
all the
trying to
underage
remember where
girls.
we met him. That server sucked. Actually,
What?
it didn't suck. It
No.
just died really quick.
No, it did not. We
Well,
met here.
I-
If
well,
we're gonna
okay.
go on to the
No,
origin
so-
story, let
You
me
and Vinny
explain this
met
fantastical
Submonic.
tale.
Well,
Wait, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, dude. Me and Supmonic met while playing. I was playing,
We were playing.
CS:GO with Emma.
I dusted.
Emma wanted to take it seriously. I didn't. And then I met Supmonic and his friend Kuronikin, and
Oh, yeah.
Emma got really, really mad because me and Supmonic were just talking about our favorite crackers the entire time.
Crackers, saltine.
Yeah, okay.
Breads.
To be clear, like we talk about how Submonic can just talk forever, but when Vinny can do it too. When the two of them get on some stupid topic, they don't stop. It is
Oh, it was
impossible.
amazing. Oh, those Toll House Fachetta crackers, I think it was called. Those slapped for the longest time, and then I think
And
I
then
don't
there was
know why we stopped buying them.
Austin's Mill Farm crackers.
I never had Austin's. We didn't slap though. I had at my where I
Definitely.
work,
That's what that
there's
was
some
both
wheat thins with
agree
some
on.
cheese.
Okay. Maybe
You get those and put them together.
maybe we don't step into this topic.
I'm rubbing
Yeah,
my
you wanna talk about
temples right
sleep?
now.
We can save that for a different time.
We could talk about speedrunning sleep. you
No,
know what
I want
Like
to tell a
said.
Submonic story. I just remembered this. I don't even know if Submonic remembers it, but anyway, I was in our server with I don't know 2 other people. I don't remember who it was. It's not important. But I looked at the honestly we don't have a name server, which is where Submonic spent a lot of his time. And I noticed there was one of the small calls that only has room for 2 people. Submonic was in there all by himself. And I was like, oh, I wonder what he's doing in there. So I left the call in our server. I go to Submonic. I'm like, yeah, what are you doing here all alone? And he said, I'll be honest with you. I'm taking a massive poop. I've been in here for 25 minutes. It's bad. I was like, okay,
Alright.
that's good to know. And then I just left him.
Came out looking redwood lawn.
All right.
It was,
Back to,
it was so unexpected.
What we were.
No, don't
back to
go
what we were
back to
actually talking
crackers.
about. No. Do you want your actual age disclosed, Supmonic, or do you want to keep it a mystery?
I think that we should just keep it a mystery just for a little bit, just so it doesn't
Fair enough.
ruin the immersion.
He's 14.
Like when
Oh,
people
yeah.
kind of like prod and poke at the ball sack of my name and really try to figure this out.
I don't know if
You
you
know,
heard you or not.
He clearly didn't. The funny thing is,
Or not
no one's
my
gonna believe
age.
that that's true, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
he's not 14, guys. He's 35.
Yeah, we've been over. He's 35. He's 30. Ow! I dropped my phone.
No.
Listen,
I also
just
farted
because I
as I
watched
did
one
that.
Among Us video.
Have you ever heard
I
of
feel like
Corpse
Supmonic had a
Husband?
really high voice. He was a squeaker, and he got hit in the neck when he was doing his jujitsu, and then now he just talks like this.
No, actually, if you want to know, you want to know the honest truth.
Yeah.
The reason Supmonic's voice is so low is he is actually 35 and he's been smoking cigarettes for 30 years, and it's just
Got the
It's
pack
just
of
what it
Newports
does.
with me.
Back of Newport 100s.
what's
Hey,
your favorite?
Get the ones from the back. The ones from the back are fresher.
What's your favorite cigarette, sugar?
What's your favorite cigarette, sugar?
Come here, sugar.
Hey.
I want to
Hey.
give you a little smooch. And that's what they're
Give me
blowing
one of them
in their
box of Cool
face like it's
Kings.
the cat from Alice in Wonderland.
What would be better, a smoker voice?
I thought you were
or
gonna say the
holes
cat
in your
from the
lips?
movie Cats.
It's a cat.
'Cause when you chew a lot, you get holes in your lips. What would you rather have, holes in your lips or a hole in your neck?
Well, actually, I delved into this topic on my own one late night, and what I came
delved
out
into a lot of
with
things late
was
night.
that it would have been a lot more fun to have a hole in your neck, because not only do you get to have an auto tune, like you get to have a voice box thing, so you could auto tune your voice, but
Well, your voice
you
would
can
only
go,
ever be auto-tuned.
you have a whole new hole to breathe in. Okay.
Well, I mean, you can do a lot of other things with that hole. Don't go to prison.
Yeah, like you can stick your pinky in it, like it's some.
Messed up.
You know, you can stick your pinky in it. You can
Dude,
could-
they would love you in the
basically,
prison showers,
could
dude. The
literally-
twofer,
you
the
could-
twofer,
Oh my
the
goodness.
twofer.
You could literally just pour Mountain Dew Baja Blast down that hole, like.
Dude, okay,
For hours
imagine
on
having a
end.
hole in
Mountain
your
Dew
neck.
Baja Blast.
Yeah.
Imagine having a hole in your neck and you go to a family restaurant and you take out the little thing that covers the hole and you start drinking your pop in front of the family.
Whoa, back up. You just said pop, and for that, I have to call you out for being a Midwest scrub who does not understand. It's called soda to 90% of the country
Whoa,
and the
now
world,
hold on
and you're
here.
insane. I don't even know. Somebody, I don't even know where you're from, and I don't even care if you take his
What,
side.
what,
You're
what,
wrong.
what,
You're
what-
just
I'm
wrong.
also from the Midwest, and
I
if I
don't
want to
care.
drink pop, I can. All right.
Shut
Shut up
what
with
do
your
you say,
carbonated
crawdad?
syrup.
Do you say crawdad?
Nobody
you little
calls
nerd?
it carbonated syrup. Are you insane?
Everyone else but the Midwest does. That's
We
just
call
how
it
it is.
soda because we're not insane.
It's pop.
Why would you call it pop? Give
the
me
only
one good
argument
reason.
I've heard against pop.
Okay. Well, at least we have bubblers. All right. We have bubblers.
Okay, well, no, now you're just straight up wrong. It's called a water fountain. What are you, 6? It's a bubbler. There's
It's
not even bubbles in it.
Bubblers? What is he talking about, bubblers?
You don't know what a bubbler is? It's what people
Not a clue.
people who don't have brains call water fountains.
It's from the cheese land.
Bubblers?
Wisconsin?
Doxing yourself completely, I guess.
It's from
Somebody,
Wisconsin.
where are you from? Are you from Wisconsin? What's your address?
I am from Wisconsin. I
Do you
have
like
lived
cheese?
here for many years.
No, actually, I think. Aren't you lactose intolerant?
I am.
I'm
And
gluten
it's kind of
intolerant.
ironic.
You're from Wisconsin.
And I'm
that,
from
but
Wisconsin.
the pain. The pain, dude. He has to eat cheese on the shitter.
Maybe that's why he was on the toilet for 25
Yeah,
minutes.
that's
when I
why
joined the Discord call
any
with him.
Wisconsinites in the comments, just like let
We
everyone
don't
know,
have- no
like,
one
we
goes in
do
the
have
comment
cheese
section.
graters in the bathroom, so we can consume cheese on the shit. That's just how it
Supmonic lives
be.
in Wisconsin, and his parents don't let him leave the dinner table until all his fucking cheese plate is eaten.
It's just like one of those like super, those cartoon like cheesy hats for like the Packer game or like Super Bowl that people wear.
Oh, I hate those songs. I hate the Packers.
Yeah, we basically just sit down and cut up like a cheese size of that. It just eat
I-
it up.
Packers suck.
Oh,
eh?
I hate the Packers. Go Bears. I just love the Bears. Oh, the Bears. I tell you what. I can't stand those people from Wisconsin. They have a stupid freaking accent. I can tell because it's just like mine.
But when it comes to the whole conspiracy between Illinois and Wisconsin hating each other, it all comes down to what I think it boils down to just. Oh, my
Spit it
brain's like
out, man.
prolapsing right now. Okay.
Wait, what?
But so it comes down to just
Gain
driving and
territory.
roads, right?
Oh.
So I'm sitting here. I'm gonna tell you a story of
All right.
good understanding that everyone can relate to. So my uncle, he's like what 40, 50 years old, and he advised me to go to this nerd con for Warhammer or whatever. Some people might know what it is. And we, as we live in Wisconsin, we live quite a few hours away from Chicago, and because of this, we have to drive all the way there for the nerd
Why
con,
not fly?
and then all the way back because flying's
Boat there.
expensive, Barack. Not everyone is
boat?
as
Just
privileged
Just get money.
as you.
Chicago's on the
Just
water.
get money.
Boat there.
That'd be right. But that's on contrary to the
Take a
story.
train.
So
I took a train to Chicago.
as we're on our way there, we end up coming across a lot of different toll booths, but the roads progressively got worse. Like I swear to God, as we came back, the car's condition was worse than a terminally ill stage 4 cancer patient. Really, that's just how bad the roads were. And since the car was built for like Wisconsin roads or whatever the hell,
Submonic's such a wholesome
because
guy.
our roads are generally smooth or they're just patchy and icy because we actually fill in our potholes usually.
Question. What does
Whereas
this have
when it comes to Illinois,
I don't know what
Nerd
this
con.
has to do with anything. I have no clue where he's going with this.
What?
when it comes to just let me finish the story.
Con.
When it comes to
Okay.
Illinois, on our first trip in and out, the roads were terrible. We also saw like 2 people die, but that's besides the point. But
What?
Not because of roads, because of.
well, I mean they did
Fights
die,
and stuff.
dude. Okay. I'm
Okay,
being
here we
cliche.
go.
So the cars, when they hit each other, the front of the car was in the back seat of the car, and the
Oh.
police car had like the back of his car in the front seat.
Hmm.
And when we see a giant skid mark of blood across the road, we just basically have to assume that that person's just dead. Okay, that's just how it works.
Grape soda.
It's great pop, retard.
It's not pop.
Okay,
You're just
actually-
stupid. Yeah, this
I actually
started
just
with
found
pop.
something.
I don't understand.
So, this kind of pertains to what Supmonic was saying. So you know that state where all the 4 corners touch, or
Yeah.
the 4 states where all the corners touch,
Utah, Arizona,
and you know, like,
New
there's a
Mexico,
section
and,
where you can stand like in
Nevada?
all 4 states at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have sex there. That's it.
Okay.
They just have
moving
sex
on.
there.
That's it. They just have sex there.
Vinny, if the world is round, why did my mom leave my dad? Or sorry, my did. I don't know.
My did.
Why did you write that?
My did.
What was going through your mind?
Well, see, the world is round, and it causes a lot of questions in my head, and I couldn't think of which one I wanted more besides where my mom went. My dad was a bit of a slob, and I'm not gonna lie, he was a verbal abuser, but it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? He just said the common slurs. It wasn't nothing too out of pocket.
Could you repeat those slurs for us?
Just for
Yeah.
just
So the
people.
first one is, and then he also said, and then sometimes he would say, and also he said.
Oh my
by the way.
God!
Why did you just say the N word 4 times?
Because it's not a bad word. They're just sentence enhancers.
Not really.
That's a little flavor.
That's a little
Anyways,
flavor
so
to it.
yeah, and I think my mom got sick of just having to tell everyone that the black guy was from running into a door. I mean, no one believed it. So I think she just left and she didn't come back.
Cindy,
Honestly,
that
really
is the
chicken of her.
4th time
mean-
this month you've run into a door.
What
Get-
can I
you
say?
should
I'm
get
Mr.
glasses.
You should get glasses.
But then when you run into the door, the glasses will break. Come on now.
You think I made of money?
You
Not like
would-
you, Barbara.
Do you think I want broken glass in my eye? What's wrong with you? You gotta think,
I'm not made of money,
Margaret.
Barbara.
You gotta think.
My husband's not the foreman at his company, Barbara. I can't afford glasses every month, Barbara. I don't have money, Barbara. Yeah, Barbara. Yeah!
Barbara will
It's
like
like you're
barbecue.
getting sucked up. Yeah, Barbara. Yeah, suck on that. I'm poor. Oh no.
Yeah, but anyway, she left and she's not coming back.
So why is the world round?
World is round. I would assume the world is round because of gravity.
Icky. I like to
Wow,
think it's
you
flat,
actually
and here's
got
why.
one right for once.
So-
Good job, buddy.
No, the inverted Earth theory. Ever heard of that one?
Yeah, we
Inverted,
live in
like,
a
Halo
we
style?
live in a dome, but like, yeah, it's like Halo,
A
but it's
donut.
a whole circle. I mean, a whole globe.
Yo, that's
Prove
crazy.
that one wrong,
but
liberals.
like, why
Check
can't
that
I
libtard.
see? Wait, so if it's inverted, then does it like just rotate super quickly? So it's kind of like when you take
Yeah,
water
yeah,
so
basically.
in a
here's,
bucket.
here's
and
what you
swing
gotta
your
do.
arm around, it
If you want to
stays in.
think of this, if you have a hard time picturing this in your mind, just think of your butthole and then imagine it prolapsing. That's what the
Why?
Earth looks like.
Why would you ever
Why
say
do you
that?
say that?
Why?
All right. Moving on.
To what? I don't know. All these
so-
topics are just very hard to say.
So, I
because we don't.
recently-
Oh boy.
Like I mentioned with you guys earlier, right before the podcast started. So I actually got a dog, a new dog. See, we got this.
Oh, that's
so
right.
my
I wrote
family thought it'd
Supmonic
be a great
abuses
idea.
animals somewhere. I don't know why. Because you said you kicked your
No.
cat right before you came on.
Okay,
You
just
didn't say
disclosure,
that,
this
but
is
you
not
did
true.
say. Oh, sorry. What you did right was, does an armadillo bounce or splat from a 16-foot drop? That's what you did right.
I did write that. That's true. I was wondering. Bounce or splat?
How much do you think an armadillo costs?
Oh, it costs you nothing. I could catch one if you gave me a week. They're all over the place around here.
Actually, are there actually armadillos near you?
Oh yeah, they were digging up our yard like crazy.
So,
Till my dad
is it
shot him
true
with a
like
shotgun.
Rango? Is it true like in Rango that when they ever get run over by a car, they'll just like stomach will cave in and they just need someone to pick them up and keep it walking away?
Not quite, but they are quite resilient if they're
Hey.
balled up.
I have a question. Can we just take
Like
that
Sims.
conversation we just had about armadillos, but instead of having armadillos, just bleep out armadillos?
You have to put in so many bleeps.
That'd be so funny though. Does a
Imagine.
bounce from a splatter or a
'Cause
16-foot
because the
drop?
first
I don't
thing
know.
they're
They
gonna
were
think-
digging up my
The
yard.
first,
My dad shot him with a shotgun.
the first thing they're gonna think is that I just said the N-word, and then it's just like the most racist thing you've ever heard.
Yeah, they were digging up my yard, so my dad shot him with a shotgun.
I could put the edited version like right here, and then we'll just come back to it. Just go back with the episode.
The one extra
Alright.
viewer that we
If
have.
I
is gonna be
do
like,
it,
"Yo,
I'll put it right here. But then if I don't, then you'll know I was too lazy to edit it. Yeah, I was too lazy. So sorry, not really though.
I feel like he does. Brock will do anything in the pursuit of content.
No, not quite. I haven't uploaded a video in like 5 weeks because I'm lazy, and
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Why is that?
I just haven't
You're
felt
supposed to
like
be better than me.
making a video. If it's not gonna be fun, then I don't really want to do it. I just rather just game right now.
That's fair enough. I mean, you can just record content like I used to and get a lot of content just from.
I'm not gonna do what you do.
Yeah,
You literally have
but
like
here's the
probably
thing, yeah.
70 hours worth of
Hey,
footage
he has,
that you're never
he has a
gonna
2
use.
terabyte hard drive full of it.
That's
That's
not-
the thing.
You
I just
mother
got it.
trucker. I have 182 clips, but I am getting prescribed legal meth. Legal meth.
Why?
Okay.
You're getting Adderall.
Yeah.
Getting
hopefully.
Adderall.
And then I can just probably take like 7 of those and then just make a couple videos.
I think you're estimating how much focus you're gonna get from your Adderall.
I don't know. Godbert says it gives him a lot, and so does everyone else I've asked.
Why is everyone in our server on drugs but me? I need to get some drugs.
I think because
And
most of the
me.
people
I
on the
do
se-
not. Here. Can we just make this clear? Vinman here and Brock are very different. But I'm leaning more towards the Brock side because me and him, we are clean sober. We do not indulge.
Exactly. Part of
Alright.
that's because
What,
you're a
drugs?
teenager, but you know.
Indulge in what? I'm straight edge. The only drugs I'll be doing eventually is Adderall, and that's if I'm lucky.
No, I hear
But
that
what
when you
about-
talk about beans, they're basically a drug to you.
Yeah, especially with like the suppository.
I haven't
beans.
done that in a minute. That was fun though.
These beans are making me feel a certain kind of way. I remember that.
I missed that. I gotta make more beans.
I missed the way
Oh my
those
god,
beans
there's
made
so
me
bologna
feel.
on my floor. I thought the
Eat
dog
it.
would have eaten it up
Eat it.
already.
Eat it.
but
Eat it. Eat the bologna.
No.
Oh,
So
God, you stepped on a
here's
bone
what
in
came for context. So earlier, my sister and a couple days ago kept on spraying me with water, and I said, you know what? I'm eventually gonna get you back for that. And so my solution was grab one of the balonies from our little baloney container. We've got two left, and I creeped down the stairs where she's currently talking with my stepmother, and I pull it out of my back pocket like it's this frickin' switchblade from TF2. And as she turns around, I full throttle whip that meat in her face.
Oh.
And now
Full
there is just
smiley face
baloney
into it.
bits all over the basement. Yeah,
Well, hey,
there's
was it
some
worth
attached
it?
to the side of the stairs.
You know what the meanest prank is?
You know what
Wait
you
till
need to
she's
do?
taking a
Wait,
hot
no, wait,
shower.
no, back up. Wait. You have a cat, right?
No.
Why'd you say you kicked your cat before you got on the podcast? You literally said, hold on, I just kicked my cat. That's what you said.
No, that was a forewarning. Like, if somebody came
Oh,
down
I'm gonna
and
kick
needed
my
me at
cat.
mic.
Oh. Well, don't you do have a dog, though. How's your dog not cleaned up all the baloney laying around?
That's what
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying,
telling
he
you
doesn't know how.
before. It was... He
Hey,
hasn't
meanest prank you can
cleaned
do, Supmonic, is wait till your sister's taking a hot shower, and then while she's doing it, grab a big old thing of cold water, just dump it over her.
it. Nah,
Over
I
the
just
shower?
flushed the toilet and let God do its work.
Oh, does it get hotter in your house? I don't have one of those. Does that actually happen?
Yeah.
Just the thought of it.
Oh, that's pog.
No, that's when you said that. I was like, I envisioned like she doesn't know you're there. And then you flush the toilet. It scares her. And he was like, "What? I'm trying to go."
God, is that you?
I ate some cheese.
I gotta go.
I
There's no
gotta go.
time.
What are you doing here? There's no time. I gotta go.
Step aside, wench.
There's no time. I gotta go now.
Okay. So, there's a question I've been thinking of. I asked this guy earlier, actually. Also, we can talk about the question I asked him prior to that, because that's a good question. But here's the first question I want to know. So, generally speaking, what came first? What came first? Ice first.
Just say it. It's
what
not...
came first? Ice or water?
Oh no.
Do you want me to give you an actual answer? Or you want me to give you a BS answer?
Why
Actual.
not both?
Okay, so technically, water would have been first. Actually, I could be talking out of my ass, but water
You usually are.
came first technically because O2 would have had to bind with hydrogen, and because of that, then you would create the water molecule, and then ice
Yeah, but
is a
you gotta think about
product of
That would
the
happen in
water
space, where
molecules
it's cold.
being cooled down to a temperature where they can solidify and condense.
You gotta think that happens in space.
I
though,
really
guys.
don't care.
So
Damn, you be right, bro.
it would be cold.
You
It do
right,
be
though.
cold. It do be kind of
It
cold.
do be cold up there.
It
I'm
do be
not gonna
cold.
lie. I've been there.
What was the BS answer?
It do be kind of cold, but like, one of them be first.
That's a nice BS answer.
Submonic,
That's a nice BS
do you
answer.
wanna
Okay.
do you wanna read
So-
the DMs I sent you before you got online when I was trying to get you to come? Do you get? on
I
the
did not
podcast?
actually read them. I just assumed that you were genuinely furious because there's 27 pings. So
No, I wasn't actually angry, but I did want you to get on.
Just look at the fat guy. Look at the fat captain from Wally while I do this.
You talking about my profile picture?
Yo, smoking hamster today at 8:37 p.m. Yo, lowercase p, o, capital D, pod, podcast, podcast, nailed it. Now, immediate, now!
Nailed it.
No, but with an E like a doe. Hurry, we eagerly await your arrival. Join or die, commie. I will kill your ferret. Alright, ferret. That's right, I'll crucify him. Come now, or the ferret gets it. Podcast. Your toes will be amputated and put in a case. People from all over the world will look at them, and then we will reattach them to your forehead. Missed a call from Smoking Hamster. After a few seconds. Period. Today.
I love the
9:10
finishing
p.m.
touch. Missed a call from Smoking Hamster. I was like 10 minutes after.
You should have finished it. Just be like, all right, get back to me when you can.
No problem. Join whenever.
All right. So there's a guy. There's a guy I play with. His nickname in the Discord's Will Scam for Cheeto. And I had an argument back in the day. I was talking to him about a steam engine, and it was like a thing. He said he built a steam engine before, and we had an argument because I don't think he didn't really understand. I don't think how it works because I would ask him where he went to buy the steam, and then he'd get confused and like, what do you mean? And I'd be like, well, I mean, like gas stations near me for some reason don't have any steam, so when I use my steam engine car, I have to go to like Myers or something to actually get the steam for the steam engine.
You don't
You
understand
know what I mean?
how a steam engine works. This is pretty obvious.
No,
No idea.
You do not.
So
It's
and that's
not
just that,
powered.
but
You
I
don't
was-
need steam
Just
to
stop
run it. You
talking,
need
Vin.
coal or oil or something to burn to make steam. to
No,
power
I
it.
don't. No, I don't want to. No. That's where you're mistaken.
Vinny,
I don't
no,
want a coal
just
engine,
stop
I want a
talking
steam
now.
engine.
We're trying to save you. Like, we're trying to
So-
save you the embarrassment.
So there's like I think if I remember correctly, there's like 3 companies that make bottled steam that's like high quality, great enough. I think it has electrolytes in it that actually run better. But I can't remember.
What
I haven't actually used my steam
electrolytes
engine
have
in a while.
nothing to do with this.
Like, what?
I haven't used it in a while because the steam engine there's a lot of condensation when you use it in the
my
winter.
God.
So typically it's not what you really want to
Condescending, because you're an idiot. Got him.
Oh, I mean, what? Okay, you guys are being real cocky. Where do you guys buy your steam at then, cocky boys?
I don't
Where?
have a steam engine. It's not
I make my
1913
own
anymore.
steam.
Yeah,
DIY
it's because you're
project.
poor. It's because you're poor. You can't afford a steam engine.
No,
You can't
my
afford
steam
the
engine
upkeep
burned
cost
down.
on steam. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my
You shouldn't have been driving in the winter. Too much condensation.
Oh my
Such a
God.
retard. Why are you so stupid?
I'm not stupid.
You know
Think if I was stupid, but I have a steam engine.
Do you know what's stupid? Why do the homeless not buy a house? SMH my head. That's all I'm saying. It's just dumb.
I think I think it's partially because they just didn't save money and buy a steam engine and gas prices rose.
You're not. Stop bringing us back to steam engines. No one
God,
cares.
shut up.
Dude, I just want to be a little steam
Supmonic
boy.
or Supmonic.
My-
This is
my
how
steampunk
we
shy.
feel when you're talking about, you know, you like
Yes.
every now and then you do like a role play where you're like a doctor informing some mother that her son has cancer, and you just you just go
Oh,
on
yeah.
for like I'm sorry, the test.
I'm so sorry, ma'am,
Yeah.
to inform you, but your son,
Okay. We can talk,
he has
Vinny.
stage
He'll
4
just keep
terminal
going.
cancer.
It's fine.
Wait. I want to hear this.
Okay.
What about my son?
And so, sir, if you don't know your son, he has ligma, stage 4 terminal.
Brock, you have ligma?
I like
Yeah.
trains.
Ligma balls, bitch! He actually has cancer. Get fucked.
Oh, you got me! Oh,
How long
he
do
has
I-
cancer! Oh, that's so hilarious! I can't believe you have cancer.
I'm gonna be
Cringe.
laughing
You
for
have
the rest of
Cringe,
my
am I right,
life.
boys, cringe.
I'm gonna laugh for the rest
How
of
long
my
is-
life.
Give it to me straight, Doc. How long does he have to live?
I don't know, like 2 weeks. Like
2 weeks.
like
How
2
long
weeks.
does it take to get in contact with Make-A-Wish?
You think he's gonna get with Make-A-Wish? You know how ugly that kid is?
Oh
Yuck.
my! You literally can't do anything right. First you get cancer and try dying, and now you can't even get Make-A-Wish.
My make-a-wish is that someone can hire a hitman to kill you, Mom.
I'm a dude.
It's all fun and games till he says, I
What
want
is
that
wrong
nose.
with
I have cancer. That's what's wrong with me. We've already established this.
That doesn't make you stupid.
That was your fault. Your genes. It's not my fault. I'm stupid. It's
If
your
I-
genes. That
Okay,
made
if
me
I,
dumb.
had to, if I had to do a Make-A-Wish, my Make-A-Wish would be go to Egypt, bring me a very tall, just like exceedingly tall Egyptian who brings me a lamp. And when
That's
he brings
it?
me like one of those like genie lamps, I'm gonna rub it like how I rub your mom's poop.
No, okay, no, back up. You're,
But I'm
you're-
gonna rub it, and
you're
then I'm gonna get the
underage, you
free
can't make
wishes
those
from the
jokes.
genie, and I'm gonna wish for me not to have cancer,
I hope it works.
me not to have cancer?
cause it's big brain,
I don't know why any cancer patient has a thought about that. They're just so
right?
dumb, you know what I mean?
Like, bro,
If
why
they were
did they
smart,
just
they
wish
wouldn't
for
have
them
Just
to
get
remove the
Make-A-Wish to
cancer?
bring you a genie in a bottle. It's not hard.
Bro, why don't they just wish for Make-A-Wish to like cure their cancer, dummies?
Yeah, Make-A-Wish.
Idiots.
Bro, I mean, honestly,
Throw
bro,
the
I want to see celebrity.
tennis
No,
ball,
how about you wish
throw
not
it
to die?
against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall.
I mean, when I'm in
Helps me
prison,
forget
but it's
about
also
my
an action movie.
cancer.
Oh, shit, I forgot.
This is so dumb.
Submonic,
So,
what,
I
Submonic?
want to move into
No,
a
no,
topic
no,
that I feel
Submonic,
very
no,
near
no,
and
no,
dear
no.
to my heart.
Okay, you go ahead. We'll come back to mine
And
later.
this topic is, what's the right kind of deodorant to buy? Now, when I personally get my deodorant, I usually go for like the classic, like, oh, clean smell or lemon smell, stuff
do you
like that.
prefer? Wait, do you prefer
And
like the white kind of pasty off, or the blue slimy stuff if you're getting like Old Spice or whatever?
I use the white stuff, but here's the thing:
Dude,
there's
me
also
too. White,
a lot
if it
of
ain't white,
key
it's not right.
ingredients.
I'm talking about deodorant, only deodorant. That's it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if it's not white, then it's not right, and that's just how
toilet
it
paper.
be. Exactly.
You
And
guys don't
so
get brown
there is
toilet
usually one key ingredient,
It's the white.
or I'm not sure the exact ingredient, but I always don't look for antiperspirant, and I'm gonna explain to you why.
Are you not a sweaty
So,
boy?
I'm a very sweaty
Antiperspirant's
boy,
actually bad for
Then
but
why
here's
don't
the
you get
thing:
the
I don't
antiperspirant?
need my sweat covered up, because how I see it, sweat is natural. Why would I clog up my pores in my armpit just to block up sweat, right? Like, sweat's
No.
all fine and dandy, you know what I mean? You just need
You
to
know
block
how
up
to
the
stop
smell.
your armpits from sweating? This is serious, okay? This works. Trust me. I haven't done it, but I've seen it done. So, what you do?
Just turn on a fan, retard.
No. You get some gasoline, right? Now I know it sounds crazy right off the gun, but follow me. You get the gasoline, and then you just you dip your hand in it, and you just soak your armpits real good, and then you just light them on fire, and it'll burn your skin and close your pores. You'll never sweat again. It works every time.
Yeah, but it's
What if you
fire,
smell
so
really
it's
bad?
hot.
I'm hot, so I'm ready for it.
Hot and ready.
I'm hot and ready.
Just keep rolling until things get dark.
But
Speaking
back to
of
what I was
things
saying
getting
before.
dark.
So,
Smell
when it
bad.
came to that, I had a lot of decisions to make. And I went, instead of choosing all the main brands, I went with the standard Arm & Hammer. And really, I recommend, this isn't like a sponsor or anything, but I highly recommend Arm & Hammer. You see, it covers up odor. You could get it without the antiperspirant.
sponsored.
You could get it without all of the
Hashtag
aluminum
ad.
and the parabens and the fillets.
Do you
And
speak German?
you can also get very clean smelling smells. And if you really want to smell
smelling smells.
like a real rich man, that's when you buy rich cologne. And that's what I'm going to move into my next topic. Smells that matter. So when it really comes down to it, smelling good can make you seem like a better person, or make you seem more
Debatable.
attractive.
I bet Hitler smelled pretty good.
I bet
How
he
would you
did
know?
too. And so
Because Hitler.
And so that's why
His name
I
is
came
Hitler,
up with this
not
idea.
Snow Goodler.
What you gotta do is you buy expensive
Got him.
cologne,
Got him.
but you buy it once, right? You
That's the
don't. Whereas
dumbest
you can
joke
buy
I've
cheap
told.
cologne and you'll smell cheap. But if you buy expensive cologne,
You know, Vinny, I
then
feel
you'll
like we could just
smell
move on to another
expensive.
topic and let him go.
So then
It's-
you just gotta
Yeah.
spritz it outwards.
So you
and
wrote
just
poop
walk through it,
transplant.
and you're
Why'd
fine.
you do that?
And when you keep on walking through it,
Have
you
ever
know,
heard
you
of a
get
true
more and
poop
more of the
transplant?
smell across
Why
your
would
body.
you need a poop
And
transplant?
let's
Like,
say
it
you had
doesn't-
a girlfriend who came to
It's,
hug
Nobody
you.
it's like a
needs
You know,
more
like how some guys
poop.
sniff girls' hairs. That girl will
Something
sniff
like
your
when
hair
they
and
get
be
really
like,
bad.
"Mm,
There's like a
I
microbiome
bet you got a
inside
big
of you.
dick." And so,
Why a
so what it all
microbiome?
comes down to
I'll
is
just fade
smelling good
Submonic out
makes
lower.
you more attractive. It's
So,
ooh,
or
ah,
maybe
fuck.
I'll
It was
fade
just- I
us
just said
out.
micro.
So that's why
So, no,
you should
but
always
anyways, so
buy
no, so-
expensive cologne to smell expensive.
Right.
It's worth the investment, and
I think he's just about
you
done.
know, it's good.
All right. Hey, Supmonic,
Yeah,
ever heard of a microbiome?
a microbiome.
Yeah. It's like a poop transplant.
It's like a poop. So explain this to me.
Yeah, I don't. He's trying
Oh,
to
give me a
explain it
minute.
to me. It just doesn't make sense.
The human microbiome. The human microbiome is an aggregate of all microbiota that reside on the human tissue and biofluids, along with the corresponding anatomical
sites in which they reside. It's something about your microbiome goes bad, so they gotta take someone's fecal matter and put it in your anus, and it like gives you their microbiome, and it like makes you healthier or something like that.
Oh my God,
Legit.
I'm looking
I'm
at
not
this.
kidding.
So,
It's real.
somebody's explaining it by saying, picture a bustling city on a weekday morning.
I'm
The
trying to
sidewalks flooded with
disassociate.
people rushing to get to work or to appointments. Now, imagine this at a microscopic level. And you have an idea of what the microbiome looks
I
like
feel like this is
inside our
like-
bodies, consisting of trillions of microorganisms, also called as
Okay, guys,
microbiota,
I
or
enjoy a
microbes from
good
thousands of
fart
different
joke just
species.
like the rest of them. I mean, every single one of my accounts online right now is fart themed, but this
Well,
is
it's
this
gamer
is
time.
just far too. I don't want to. Why? This isn't funny.
So, what if I duct tape my butt to your butt and I just took a crap?
Just funnel it in.
Funnel it in. Get a funnel.
One of
I
you
don't
would
wanna
get
think
an
about
infection.
that.
You know what's weird?
You
You know
know,
what's
there's
weird?
a,
Hey,
uh,
wait. You know what's weird? Humans are like the apex predator of like the planet, but it's not because we got these giant claws or we're huge and we can crush things. Although we are bigger than some
It's
stuff.
because we have thumbs.
No, it's because we're smart. Is mainly the reason. We're just smarter than everyone else. We can literally
That's
go
cap.
to space. We can figure out a way for
Red
us to
sus.
leave this planet. But still,
We never went to the moon.
all it takes, like, actually, some people, like, you ever hear a story of that woman who fell out of a hot air balloon, like, from,
9/11
like,
was
20,000
fake.
feet, and just fell
The Earth's
20,000 feet with
flat.
no parachute
Somebody get this guy out
and
of
lived.
here.
But then, yet still, you can fall from 20,000 feet and still possibly live, but all it takes is one pointed stick with
He
some
was a
poop on the end,
vegetable for the
and
rest
someone
of his
stabs you
life.
with that poopy
He
stick, and
couldn't
you
even
die.
blink by himself.
Why are humans so easy to kill and yet so impossible to kill?
He couldn't move his legs after he fell, or his arms.
What are
or
you
his
talking about?
Face. The guy who fell.
It was a
he lived,
woman.
but did he really live?
It was a
Either
woman.
I think a guy did it as well, didn't he?
Well, anything a woman can do, a man can do.
Nah,
better,
bro,
so it
I
probably
just
was
tactical
that.
roll at the last second, and I'll
Yeah,
be
dude.
fine.
Girl falls from 22,000 feet. He can fall from 44,000 feet.
Probably.
Here's the
I mean,
thing,
actually, when you think about
this woman-
22,000 feet, 44,000 feet, it's the
The
same
woman also
exact,
fell
speed,
into like
so
a
it doesn't
mountain
actually
of
matter.
snow. So a
Yeah,
lot
once
of her
you turn on
fall was
velocity, you ain't going any faster.
Oh, so she cheated. 22,000
throw her back up there.
22,000 foot
Give it,
fall
take away her
speed run,
cheese.
any percent. Glitchless.
Oh, speaking of speedruns, Supmonic, have you seen the new categories they're putting up, or no?
For what?
I have not. Could you fill me in on them?
So there was one they were putting up with a it was a weird one actually.
Are you?
So there's this
Oh,
there's
I thought
one
you
where
called
it's kind of weird. It's kind of like an assisted speed run, except they use like warm milk, just to help a little bit. It's but for some there's like really strict rules to it that don't make any sense. It's like
Was
I
that in
believe
the new
temperatures-
patch?
What are you
I think
even
so. I think
talking
the
about?
temperatures-
What are
Because
you talking
I remember
about?
I used to try and
Can
develop
you guys
the method
please explain to me what you're
of
talking about?
warm
I don't know. I
milk a
missed the
while back.
beginning.
Like I forgot if I was supposed to
Please.
pan cook it or stick it in the microwave.
So,
So-
I think the
Hand
play
cook?
is you put it in a glass bowl and then you boil some water and you put it over the water. That way it has a better chance of not curdling. But the temperatures have to be between 60 and 70. I don't
What
know
is
why it's those two
happening?
numbers. I think the ideal number is about
What are they talking about?
65.4, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, yeah, a lot of people are
Can
just
they
taking
hear
those.
me?
It's actually it's
And-
weird.
Yeah, exactly. So what it
I don't-
really when I see that like a lot of these new methods coming into the
See what?
community, I long for something a lot more, traditional. You're like, oh yeah, this kid just spent
I
the
love
last
tradition.
20 hours trying to get the perfect RNG speed run, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
And
speedrunning. What
that
are
was
they
something that was
speedrunning?
commendable instead of these like brand new like, oh I saw this thing on Reddit and now
Wait,
all
are you
speedrun
speedrunning
times are being
falafels?
cut down by about 5 extra minutes. And really, like that may not seem like much, but in the speedrunning community, that is a whole like
bit.
when it comes to like sub 25
You know,
minutes. And like
any
and
frame
a
What
lot
are
of
you
times, like when it comes to
talking
like sub
about?
10 minutes, you could usually make it in the top like
Ow.
10,000 easily.
At least.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
And
So
even in some cases, top 100 just for like a little bit because not everyone's seen the
Guys.
Reddit story just yet.
so
I don't know.
when I was when I used to speedrun, I did it in my free time. I didn't do anything competitively. I did a
The
lot
voices
of,
are getting harder
like,
to ignore.
I did a lot of the assisted speedruns.
I can't ignore
Because
them.
I have a bit of a high metabolism. It's not like incredibly high, but it's still kind of high. So like when
This
I
is a
see something that
biannual
goes on,
podcast.
it just processes.
I'm
quicker in my
just
body.
reading
So-
the topics.
It's a bit
'Cause I
easier to
don't know what to
actually
do.
just fall asleep quicker. You know what I mean?
Vinny bought a
So at that
chair.
point,
And yeah, exactly. And that's why I think
Why are
that
you not stopping? I still don't know what you're
drug-assisted
talking
speedruns
about.
should be allowed. You know what I mean?
I feel so
like,
left out.
I mean, it is. I mean, I look like it's around in certain situations. When they're segmented off from regular runs, it's fine. But if you're trying to like combine them like they used to be back, like I
oh
think it was
yeah,
like-
when they try and
I
like
don't know.
splice
I
it.
think
They talked
late
for hours
2017.
at one point about speedrunning sleep. I know they're speedrunning something. I just don't know what it is.
I think late 2017 is when they.
They're
undid the
listening to me
patch,
because
or
he
when
pauses
not undid the
and he
patch,
still doesn't
but
answer me.
when they segmented between the two, because it was just unfair to lump both these
It's like
groups in with
talking
each
to
other
a
because
brick
they were
wall,
just
but with
devastating,
less
Definitely.
brain
and a
cells.
lot
That's
of people
why-
didn't like doing it.
Yeah, definitely. That's why there's so many different categories. You know, it's on similar level to Minecraft speedruns.
How do
There's
the
a
two
lot
of
of
you
different
combine for less
categories.
brain cells than the average mouse?
And what it when it really comes
Did-
down to it, you know, it all boils down to just the same like fundamentals and mechanics. You know, everyone trying to do their best.
I'm gonna give
And
up.
I've noticed that a lot of people have been using a lot of fatigue strats recently, which have been adding a
I
lot.
honestly-
to
It's a
fatigue strats are the way to
What does
go.
this mean?
but
Fatigue
they're
tracks are really the way to go, but it's just so much work and setup, and I don't know. It's just not for
well,
me.
yeah,
It's-
you spend most
a
of your
bit.
time just with the setup phase.
just-
You know what I mean?
I mean, look, if you're gonna
But
work
it's
out that
highly
day, then I
respectable.
understand. But I mean, if you're working out, do you really want to come home and then try doing the speed run? I mean, really, is that really what you want to do after you get done?
I
No,
mean-
you-
I
you
don't. I
work out,
genuinely
you
don't
don't
know
want to do
what
anything.
I don't know what to do.
I've noticed that people actually will also use massage-induced in speedrun, where they first get their
That's-
body super
you know.
relaxed, and then they start the timer.
That is, but like
If this
along
goes
with like
too long,
the
I'm
assisted
just
speed
gonna-
runs,
Play it at 2x speed when I edit it.
along with the assisted speed runs, it's just I don't know. It's a bit expensive at a certain point. You're paying too much to try getting something that it's not really gonna get you any actual popularity because this is
Yeah,
still
it's like
pretty
buying
niche.
like an already rubbed down controller. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's just some kind of it's just this is such a niche category that it's just even if you get popularity in this, you're not gonna get much online popularity other than
Can
the
we
forums and
please
stuff.
talk
it's a
about
very
something
small, it's a very tight community, but it's really it's something that I find.
There,
You know, whoever does it is usually very friendly. You know,
actually,
they're very well mannered, but I have come across a few toxic people in the community. It's usually veterans
there is.
trying to sway away
yeah.
the newbies, and honestly,
I think
I
it's just
don't
people
think
who
I can
can't get good
respect that.
times. They're just mad because bad at the end of the day. Actually, I have a question real quick. I've actually been wondering this a lot from an outsider's perspective. Brock, what is your opinion on the assisted speedruns versus just regular?
I don't know
old
what
any
the
percents?
frick you're talking about. I gave
Ye-
up. I'm playing
yeah.
Subnautica. I don't even know what to do.
We're talking about speedrunning sleep.
Yo, it's sleep? What are you talking about? Pan
Yeah.
frying? What does that have to do with anything?
But
Pan frying milk to get it a better consistency, but I told him not to because it's gonna curdle it. I think best strat's putting it over a glass bowl and then boiling it over water, kind of like you're melting cheese. Or you can put it in the microwave, but I don't know. The microwave, I don't know. It's just
it doesn't
it's
work
not for
very
me.
well.
The fastest
Actually,
way to fall
aside from the
asleep
joke,
is just
uh,
take a
I
crap load
actually,
of
when I was
melatonin to the
younger,
point where it actually might kill you.
Yeah, that's an assisted speedrun though.
that's an assistant.
What is it? What
know,
you
it's
doing?
different
Are you
category.
doing any
Category.
percent glitchless? Like, what's the deal?
There's
Well,
a lot of
it's
different
there's
categories.
a lot of different categories for this because it's a really strict community. There's a lot of rules behind each speedrun. You can't just waltz in there and just do anything. There's rules and regulations to each speedrun. Like I said, if you're doing the milk speedrun, it has to be between 60 and 70. You can't have it below or under, or else it gets nulled. You know what I mean?
Well, then what's the point of a speed run if there's a speed limit? That's kind of doesn't that kind of work against the whole point?
It's not a speed limit. It's a limit on the temperature of the milk. You don't want it too hot. You don't want it too cold. You have it in the Goldilocks zone.
Is that really what they call it? A Goldilocks zone?
It's 100% what they call it. Actually, the perfect like Goldilocks like temperature is, from what I've heard, 65.4. Not sure why, but that's what seems. Most of them are pretty much. That's what they're running right now. It may change in the future, and it has before. It used to be 67.32, but it looks like they've adjusted it since then. Just because, but honestly, I think honestly, in my honest opinion, I think it's all placebo. I don't think it has anything
I'm gonna
to
be
do with their
completely
actual
honest with you.
times.
I'm not bluffing. I am playing Subnautica. I'm toned out at this point. I don't even know what to. I don't know how I got here,
So-
and I want it to stop.
I'm gonna switch this into the topic of, you know, angry Russians, CS:GO, and highlights of our days. So I'm gonna start us off with the story of coming across, what was that one guy's name? Fuck. We came across John the Hot Pocket Eater.
Oh, I know that guy.
Now,
Oh, it's a Leviathan!
You see, John, for anyone who doesn't know,
No! He's trying to eat
absolutely,
me.
as you can tell by his intended name, he loved Hot
Too
Pockets.
fast
You
for you,
know,
sucker.
he could talk about them all day easily. He was also very like
He does.
literary. You know, he was very good with literature, and so trying
Yeah.
to go into like a head-to-head
Very,
like
very verbose.
oldie times like
He was very
squander with
literature.
him, you would always usually lose. And you know, this is the type of character that we're talking about. He was very soft spoken as well. He'd be like, yeah, guys. So
Look,
You
I like
can't
John
even
a
spell
lot. He was a cool
soft-spoken
guy.
Supmonic.
I like John a lot, but he left the server. He says it for religion reasons, but I think he left it for a girl.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
our main theory. He said he wanted to pursue his religion, but
But he met a
he'd
girl,
probably
and I
just
think
try to
it's-
get them bitches.
Plus, because he was in this server for a few months and didn't say anything, and then he met a girl, and then like a week later, he's just like, "Bro, I'm leaving this server. This server goes against my religious views or something like that." It wasn't really his views. Just we talk about some stuff that may or may not.
You know, it
Be,
isn't very
fully-
politically correct, nor is
I
it
mean,
common
like
to the
right
regular
before we
consumer.
hopped on, actually, I was talking to Brock about just pretty much a can I say it?
I have no idea what you're talking about, so I can't stop
I
you.
was talking about the prolapsed urethra.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you don't
Just
have to.
imagine that.
You don't.
can't-
I don't want to imagine. Who would want to imagine
God.
that?
It's just I don't know. It just thinking about it in my head it just makes me wince.
Stop
It's just
thinking about it. It's not that
disgusting. Imagine
difficult.
that happening to you. Imagine how much that. Do you have any idea how much that would hurt?
No.
Is that even possible?
I
don't
hope
know, but
not.
It sounds terrible. How do you know? Oh God, I don't know, dude. Just imagine you're peeing one day and oops, it slipped out. Whoa.
Why are you? Why are
That
you
would be bad.
speaking now? You don't have to talk now. No one's making you.
I know. It's just I don't know. It's something that came to mind, and I just thought about it, and I was like, wow, that would suck a lot.
Warning: 30
your belly
seconds of
button?
oxygen remaining. I don't care. I tell you what. There's one thing I hate about
hey.
Subnautica. It's this wench Karen that never shuts up about oxygen and seek calorie intake.
Hey,
Oh,
Brock.
you need to drink water. I'll die of dehydration if I want to. You can't stop me. You literally can't.
Brock. What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said 30 seconds of oxygen remaining?
Then I'd say that I gotta speedrun it.
Got to speedrun your sleep?
No, not sleep necessarily.
You know, I was about to segue back into that, but then I realized you probably would have cried, so we can.
Why would I
stop
cry?
segueing with that.
I don't cry.
I don't know. You're kind of just like an old man who, when he gets confused, he starts to freak out, and then I feel like he gets really emotional. And I feel like if you
I'm
didn't
not
have
emotional!
to just
Oh wait, that was emotional, wasn't it?
actually sad.
Well,
I feel like you
checkmate.
could have Subnautica to just stop you from being just terrified of everything. I think you would probably bawl. up
I'm
and
about
cry,
to
little
drown,
child.
so that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I get PTSD from Subnautica. That game is just terrible.
What could
When it
PTSD?
comes-
Were
Terribly
you, were
scary
you
or
on the
terribly
Titanic?
Terribly scary.
Oh.
Like,
You know,
just like the ambience to it is just terrifying.
even coming back after playing it like 3 times is still scary because like whenever you're like there's a part of Subnautica near the very very end of the world where it just drops and it doesn't stop and eventually halfway down Ghost Leviathan spawn.
Well, that's
And
because
I'm
you're
just
not
always
supposed to
scared
go
that's
off the
gonna
map. That's what they're there. It's there to stop you from going off.
I
the
know,
map.
I know,
What the
there's that,
frick
but, like-
happened? It's like my whole screen went white, like someone took a camera picture right in front of my face.
Oh, I was playing earlier and then I got warped by a warper with half health and instantly killed me. I was upset.
Well, you deserved it, so I don't really care.
You're the reason the Germans invaded Russia.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
we're
then
reaching
you
around
should be
we
thanking me
reached
because
just
that's
past
the
the
main
1 hour
reason the
mark
Germans
here.
aren't still alive. Well, they're still alive, but they didn't win.
I don't know if Germans invading Russia is the main reason they lost.
Well, I mean, if they hadn't done that, if Russia would have stayed on their side, they probably would have been unstoppable, pretty much.
Well, they didn't. Did they? Russia join the Allies?
They did after that.
Invaded, or I thought they were. I thought they were joined before that.
How do I have Chinese potatoes on an alien planet? What the frick?
You guys,
I had
we're reaching
Chinese
around the
potatoes
1
as well.
hour mark here. It's currently 11:09 p.m.
Yeah, but
We
you
can keep
were
going. I don't
recording.
care.
We were recording before the episode started. I don't know how much I'm going to keep of there, but we usually have something before the actual intro because we don't know how to. Because our intro is never actually the beginning of the episode because I don't know, we're bad
On
at
top
this.
of that, it's a guest episode, so we can make it a bit longer. It's no problem. It doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
because
Plus,
Supmonic
plus
is
they
so
made one in a
important
while.
and such a great guest.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk about a lot of things. We could do more forced improv. We could talk about Barack and his multiple profile pictures. We can talk about.
Here, let
I
me
mean,
talk
I
about
know-
the
I know
story with my
Subnautica-
dogs and
Oh, yes.
fecal matter. So,
What the frick?
my family, they recently got a beagle. And this beagle, I'm sure people who own beagles understand how energetic they can be. They're hunting dogs. They know how to sniff stuff out. They find stuff a lot. And this dog is nearing around maybe like half a year old now, a little more than 6 months. And I don't know, like I'm not a very big like avid dog guy. I don't really
Is
understand
that the
a lot
one
about
that you keep
dogs.
cussing at every time it tries to eat your toes while you're playing CS or something?
I don't cuss at him, but he does go and like try and like lick my toes a lot. Like he'll try
He'll
and
lick your
like.
toes, but he won't eat the bologna.
That's funny
But
because
he'll
it's
like
true.
he'll like tear up like the carpet. So I guess that. But
He
regardless,
eats carpet.
so
He's not
let me
very
let me
smart.
go back to the story.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
my dog here, he goes out into the yard. I decided to because we usually need to keep him on a leash because he'll try and like sprint away like at whatever. Like he'll still listen, but he'll try and sprint away a lot. But this time I decided, you know what? I'm putting on my running shoes. The dog's a bit drugged up, which I didn't know he wasn't. But he's a bit drugged up. I'm gonna take him inside, or I'm gonna take him outside. I'm gonna let him just roam around with me for a bit. We walked around for a while, for about an hour just outside, roaming through my grandmother's yard and my yard. And eventually, he walked near the neighbor's yard, where they also own a very big dog, and they didn't clean
I'm
up
zoned out.
the shit in the yard first. And since they didn't do that, like the dog started sniffing the ground. He started realizing there's something up here, and he sniffed, and he started barking towards the direction of the shit in the neighbor's yard. So that he full sprints, full throttle, accelerates, nitro boost towards the poop, and he
Nitro boost.
immediately, for some reason, feels the idea that he needs to scarf it down as quickly as possible. And when he came back to me, I was like, what the hell? Like, why? Why? And what he does next is just terrible. So, you know how like when you eat chocolate sometimes, you gotta savor that flavor in your mouth. You gotta really, like, just let it just sit in there, let it sit on the roof of your mouth, and you go back and just lick that and eat it later. Well, my dog basically did that, except with the dog shit. And he had dog shit on his tongue. And when I went to go pet him, he licked my hands, jumped up on me, licked my neck, my pants, my shirt. And in my
Sucks
life,
to be you, boy.
I've never felt more disgusted. Really, I went.
I don't know. I think your
I
dog's
quickly washed
hilarious.
myself
I'm a
up.
big fan.
Yeah.
And that's how.
And man, the dog is just. His name's Kirby. If anybody would like to know.
Yeah, I know, because you keep. Yeah, I remember. You keep. Yeah, I remember. I didn't have a stroke.
Oh,
I just had a.
you did have a stroke.
No, I didn't.
You had an aneurysm.
Now-
Aneurysm Andy, that's me. That's what they call me.
Aneurysm Andy.
Uh,
It's the word you away from getting too pissed.
Spazzing out.
You wanna end up like Andy
It's
here.
aneurysm Andy. Look at him. Ah, he's so
Yeah,
cute.
He's having one right
was
now.
Yeah, someone called doctor. This is serious.
Yeah,
This is a big problem,
he's
guys. We
dying
gotta
on
deal
the
with this.
floor. Like somebody should really help him out.
Yes. Finally, I found it. It's been forever.
Just one second, I'll
Me
call a
and one
doctor.
looking
I'm just
for
gonna
the
let him finish his break dance real quick.
Yo, dude, this dude is ever since we turned on these flashing lights, this dude's been breakdancing on the floor. He's not very good, but he's clearly
Don't
putting in an
stop.
effort.
It's yeah, and he keeps like just foaming at the mouth while he's doing it. It's disgusting.
Finally got the parallel processing unit. Been looking for this thing for forever.
This man's mouth is leaking all over the floor. Please make him stop.
Now I can get out of here before I drown and actually destroy that tower so that the woman with the cool prawn suit will talk to me.
Fair enough. Oh, are there actual people in that one?
Well, there's one.
Oh. All right. So it's getting about that time, I think, seeing as Brock has completely checked out of this podcast.
Yeah, when you started speedrunning sleep talk, I genuinely didn't know what to do.
I
because
wasn't.
I didn't know what was happening.
Dude, I was not even ready for this podcast. I woke up and I was like, oh my god, it's like 10 o'clock.
Okay,
ate
no,
some
wait,
mac and
back up for a
cheese.
second, though. Why did you wake up at 10 o'clock? What is wrong with you?
Mans was just tired, you feel me? Like,
Just, you feel me?
I was tired.
Chandy
Yeah.
wakes up at like 10 o'clock he'll wake up at like 10, and then he'll be like, you want to play Rocket League? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, give me a minute, I just woke
Yeah,
up.
when Torkin says you want to play Rocket League, you just ignore him and say you don't want to.
I never say I don't want, I just ignore him.
I mean, that's why we banned him.
Can't, I'm on-
That's why we banned him.
I can't. I'm on Subnautica.
I mean, that plus
I
the
mean,
racism
can't
and
play Rocket League.
the other
Like,
stuff.
yeah, sure.
But, I mean, that's why we banned him. Because he wouldn't play Rocket League. Or we didn't want to play Rocket League with him.
Yeah.
But
Not because the racism or the homophobia.
Yeah.
we're being sure not
We're
to
fine with
disclose
that,
any
actually.
names.
Here at the Incel podcast,
Welcome back
hate all
to the
women.
Incel podcast.
with your hosts, Captain Incel and Incel Junior. That's me. I'm an Incel in training, learning from the master, of course.
Anyway, are we done here?
He hates a lot of women, and I'm just trying to just get to his level of hatred. It's astounding. Like when he gets mad, he gets in a fit of rage. He like
Oh no, it's
cap,
happening again. I'm being chased
generates
by a shark.
heat
Get in the sea truck, you
off his
moron!
body.
Sorry.
It's insane how much hatred this man has for the female gender. And honestly,
It's
Can we-
it's
you know,
you might think it's
impressive and
bad.
almost, honestly, there's a whale stuck in a lily pad. Sorry, I got distracted. Are we done here? Can I just play the game now?
Yeah, we're gonna have to
I
edit
think so.
quite a bit out, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, we will see you next week. Hopefully next week. Who knows what'll actually happen. There's no way to tell. What is...
Yeah.
I don't care. Anyway, I guess bye. I don't know what to say.
Adios.
Just remember to speedrun sleep tonight and then give your advice and your findings to... just put them in the comments so our friends here can get new ideas for their next run.
And you know what? Don't forget. If you post your records on the No Glitchless Speedrun category, I highly respect you, and I would personally shake your hand. Alright,
as long as you
Wow.
follow, you have to follow.
What an
the
honor.
rules.
Shake
Follow the
shake
rules.
Supmonic's hand, guys.
I know. I personally touched Chris
Oh.
Brown's hand.
Okay, I thought you were going to
back
say
in
something much worse
2011.
than that. But the mere fact of being friends with Chris Brown is bad enough. So you've been canceled, just like this podcast. I'm gonna. Can we just say bye
see you next.
next time? Just say next time, because who knows when it'll be.
See you next business quarter,
See you
homies.
see you in at least
See you later,
5
losers.
business days
I'm outta
from
here.
now.